Hey, get back here. You're the star of my show.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a hard one. Only one way to do it, is to get to it. Oh, I've got a weird line on my forehead. Ah well, video's cancelled. So, 2015 was the first year of my life that I wasn't trapped in the prison system we call American public school. Elliot knows what I'm talking about. And as if the universe conspired to absolutely delete the wind from my sails, on January 25th, 2015, I and many other people lost one of the most inspirational, innovative, and influential content creators of my generation. His name was Colin Wyckoff, also known as kitty0706. If you're watching this video just to figure out who it is that I'm talking about, I'll give it to you simple. Anyone who has ever engaged with a video game on the computer knows about the company Valve. Anyone who knows about Valve probably knows about the games Team Fortress 2 and Garry's Mod. Anyone who knows about Team Fortress 2 and Garry's Mod, or just likes video games and also liked YouTube videos in the early 2010s and also late 2000s, knows about the art of machinima. And anyone who knows about machinima, TF2, Garry's Mod, Valve, computer gaming, or just likes watching funny videos about games online, has probably seen this video. Team Fabulous 2, uploaded in February of 2012 by kitty0706. And if you think I'm overhyping the video, please take a look at the view count. That is not a small number. That is a big number. Even if you didn't watch that video directly, the chance that you've seen a video that's inspired by it, or videos that were inspired by videos that were inspired by it, is staggeringly likely. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that there is a direct line connecting this video to Skibbity Toilet. But of course, I would be remiss to act as if Team Fabulous 2 is all that there was to Kitty. Just look at the view counts for some of his other popular videos, like Mass Defect and the Moments with Heavy series. Fun fact about me, when I was a teenager and I didn't know how to cook, one of the first things I learned how to cook was French toast. And I learned it from this video. Thank you, Colin. Almost as long as I've been making YouTube videos, I've wanted to dedicate a video to Kitty. So I just figured, what better day than today? Anyone who knew about Kitty back in the day knows exactly what his impact is to internet culture. So I'm not really going to attempt with this video to make some kind of documentary about his work and his life. I didn't know Colin personally, and I think his work really speaks for itself. This video, for me, is very personal. This is a love letter to a man I never met, who is probably responsible for more of the person that I became than I probably have the recollection to really appreciate. So, that's what I've done. I have written a letter. It's on my phone because the library was closed, and nobody in my generation can afford a printer. Or printer ink. Well, here it goes. Hope I didn't screw this up. Dear kitty0706, it's a shame, isn't it, that one of the most influential content creators of my generation should have to be explained. Trying to express who you were and what made you important to people who don't know you feels like trying to explain why everyone loved the Beatles so much. Your particular brand of old-school, whimsical internet chaos was always something that was difficult to communicate to someone who didn't naturally fall into this particular niche of the early content space of YouTube. But you were always someone that was very unafraid to be yourself. I imagine when you were creating your videos, the thought never crossed your mind of, I wonder how I'll be able to explain this to someone that doesn't get it. That's how great artists are, I suppose. They do new things, even when they look weird and dumb to anyone else. Because trying to please anyone but yourself never comes into the picture. I'm not going to try to talk about you like some kind of David Attenborough nature documentary, because your influence and impact speaks for itself. Those who know will always know, and those who don't weren't meant to. But I do want to speak to Colin for a moment, if that's cool. Dear Colin, when I was watching the videos you made, I was going through one of the most difficult periods of my entire life. I had never really felt like I fit in anywhere that I was. It just didn't feel like there was an environment or people or anything, really, that could relate to me, or that I could relate to. And the only alleviation I ever felt during this tremendous sense of loneliness that pervaded throughout my adolescent years, that continues to live on in smaller doses to this day, was watching your stupid fucking videos.
You put so much love and care and attention and effort into something so absurd that no civilized person in our society would ever openly and proudly claim was the greatest art of our generation. You brought a sense of such raw and cultivated talent and production value to something that on the surface seemed so bereft of talent and production value. To me, you were like the voice of every child that was told to stop playing with their toys because they were too grown up. Of every child who stopped playing on the playground because the school they went to stopped providing one. Your Garry's Mod animations were in so many ways just a more polished, technologically boosted version of playing with dolls. And they were some of the most inspiring things I've ever seen. I wish you could see the internet of today, where the newer generations of young adults and teens have fully embraced the low-quality insanity that made you stick out in a sea of people still trying to use the internet to imitate the media empires of yesterday. You weren't ahead of your time. You were exactly of your time. You planted the seeds that germinated into what we now know as internet culture. An internet which, while the industries in charge continuously make attempts to destroy it for the sake of advertiser money, has embraced authenticity over polish, which is charmed and encouraged by art and media which reflects the personality of the person making it, rather than highly produced but soulless attention grabs. I wish you could have seen Heavy is Dead. Hell, I wish you could have seen Source Filmmaker. You were a pioneer in the art of using Garry's Mod to create genuinely cinematic edits, and you never got to see Valve officially release their own software for doing basically the same thing. I wish you could just see today's internet and how you it is. How made for someone like you it is. When there were very few in the vanguard of this new, beautiful generation, you were leading the charge. You, who simply made exactly what they wanted to make, whether anyone understood it or not. That was what I needed to see. At a time when my soul was locked behind a mind that had already given up on life before I even had the chance to give it a second thought. At the time when I discovered you, the only thoughts in my mind that made any sense to me was that this was a world where being who I was just wasn't in the cards. That no one would receive me, that I would only ever be pissing in the wind trying to share the joy of life inside my own heart, the way it manifested for me, with other people. And then there was you. Doing exactly what I was telling myself all my life wasn't allowed. If only I could tell you what that meant to me. If only I even knew. Some days I feel like I'm still discovering it. But when I look back at that time and remember you, all those feelings come rushing back. I'll never be able to thank you for what you did. Unfortunately, you were just another thing that changed my life forever, that it was too late to say goodbye to. But wherever you are now, I want you to know. My wife and I reference the Paco Taco bit constantly. The French Toast episode of Moments with Heavy is still one of the funniest fucking videos I've ever seen. And sometimes while I'm at work, Put Your Head on My Shoulders will play, and all I can think about is Shepard floating through space. I'll never forget playing Fallout New Vegas for the first time and seeing Yes Man's face and going, oh fuck yeah, it's that face from Mass Effect. And when I'm riding my electric scooter to and from my day job, sometimes the acoustic version of Another Song About the Weekend by A Day to Remember comes on my Spotify. And even if I'm wearing headphones, I'll sing it as loud as I possibly can. It's not even in my vocal range. It sounds like shit. But I can't not do it because I can't forget what you did and what it meant to me. It's been almost 15 years since I discovered your videos, and I'm still thinking about them all the time, every day. I just can't help but think that if you were still around, if I could have worked with you, we would have been instant friends. It just feels like your sense of humor and mine, your entire sense of creativity and mine, come from the very same place. So thanks for making me feel like I wasn't alone in thinking that dumb shit was the most beautiful art. That the best art any of us could be making is whatever the fuck stupid crap we feel like doing. One day, I hope that our medium is celebrated in the way that movies and music are in our culture, with lavish award ceremonies and trophies that earn someone the respect of their society, if not at least standing as a testament to their status as an influential icon, someone that changed lives. And when that day comes, I hope they have a Lifetime Achievement Award for influence. I hope you win that award. And by that time, hey, maybe I'll have made enough of an impact here myself that I get to be the one to present it to you. Weird things happen on the internet all the time. Thank you, Colin. From one Charles to another. As Heavy TF2 would say, you did well! Get you in the respawn room, brother. See you around.
And it feels like I'm ready for anything. If you can wait for me.
They keep playing sad songs on the radio, and I feel like I'm so alone on this 15-hour drive. And all the while I tell myself to just believe, 'cause nobody can give so much and never get anything. Well, everyone I used to know says they don't know what I've become, but I'm still the same, not much has changed, I still know where I came from. Fell asleep with the lights on, and I can see that you're the first one in a long time that had some faith in me. And tell my friends that we won't be long before the sun begs me to come back home, and it feels like I'm ready for anything. If you can wait for me.